This time we arrived in Bucharest, the capital of Romania, and the fifth most populous city in the European Union. According to its etymology, Bucharest means the city of joy. Yet, in stark contrast to its name, it has been the place that has given us the most heart-wrenching scenes on this journey. The risk of poverty in Romania is alarmingly high, condemning 3,970,000 people to extreme deprivation, more than 21% of the population. This harsh reality disproportionately affects those under 18, driving thousands of young people to seek a better future beyond the country's borders. If you check travel guides, you'll find warnings about certain unsafe areas and neighborhoods that are best avoided. One such place is the one you're seeing on screen, Ferentari, located in Sector 5 of Bucharest, on the southern outskirts. It sadly holds the dubious title of being the poorest neighborhood in the city, largely inhabited by the Roma community. It's hard to believe that in the mid-19th century, this was one of the most industrialized areas in the country. During the Socialist era, many working-class and impoverished families moved here, but the deindustrialization in the early 2000s took a heavy toll, worsening the situation significantly. To avoid being overly pessimistic and painting everything in a negative light, there is currently an urban regeneration plan underway for these disadvantaged areas. If you compare older images found online with the present-day reality, you can notice a modest improvement. If so much hardship and despair weigh heavily on people, imagine what animals must endure. The heat in Bucharest at this time of year is truly scorching and relentless, making daily life even more burdensome. The truth is that traditional media tend to downplay these issues or ignore them entirely, yet Romania is literally emptying out day by day. Since the end of the communist era, the country's population has dropped from over 23 million to just 19.6 million, a 14% decline, driven primarily by economic emigration. The constant loss of population brings a host of problems, from a shortage of doctors and skilled labor to an aging population. It has also led to a rise in children left without their parents, cared for by grandparents or close relatives, because mum and dad left for foreign countries years ago. Currently, 17% of Romanians are over 65 years old. According to United Nations estimates, Romania's population is expected to decrease to 14 million people over the next 15 years. The legacy of the dark socialist era is incredibly heavy, manifesting both in the decay of architecture and the social fabric. That government, if we can call it that, practically squandered all the people's money while the country endured all kinds of suffering. It's hard to believe that Bucharest, in its heyday, was dubbed Little Paris for its Art Deco and neoclassical style. Many of the houses and mansions that must have been beautiful in their most glorious era are now half ruined and abandoned. Walking along the sidewalks feels like dodging holes, wires, and half-fallen trees. On the other hand, private initiatives show a desire for renewal, like an iceberg where only a small portion of its reality is visible. Beneath the city's streets, in the sewers, live orphans and people who embody the extreme of social marginalization. And as someone once said, out of sight, out of mind. In Romanian, Buca means joy or happiness, a linguistic root found in the name Bucharest. It is believed to have Dacian origins, and in some way it offers a glimmer of hope amidst these circumstances. The city was first mentioned in written documents in early 1459, and since then it has undergone many changes. In 1862, it was designated as the capital of Romania, which led to its transformation into the nation's cultural, economic, and communication hub. Economically, the city is the wealthiest in Romania and one of the main industrial and transportation hubs of Eastern Europe. It is home to over 2.4 million people. Comparisons are unpleasant, but they often prove inevitable. After visiting so many other towns in Romania with pleasant atmospheres, clean, orderly, calm and safe, it becomes quite difficult to assimilate or even attempt to understand this urban scene. Thank you for coming here. If you liked the video, remember to subscribe and give us a like. Tell us in the comment box if you knew this facet of Bucharest. We are seeing you in this content that I leave here, or in a few days in a new video. And if you come to Bucharest, behave yourself. The city has suffered enough punishment. Ciao.